Welcome, welcome. So today I am going to try out the eye look with the turquoise. I know I've done a couple other looks with this same idea, just with not something so eye-catching. So if you want to check out my one where I did a purple and a rust, I did do a tutorial on that one as well. So let me go ahead and get started. Now I did do a few things just to make sure, just to kind of shorten the video a little bit. So I did use my Milani eye primer. I did do that. Now another thing, I'm really suffering from some bad dry patches. So this this winter's really been kind of wiping me out here. I know I have some sensitive skin, but man, I can't really do anything with my skin. And you really shouldn't. You shouldn't push your skin, even though you're like, oh, I want to use this and I want to use that. Just let it let it heal itself, because it's got a lot going on. So I am going to go ahead and start. Now I've got my fantasy palettes, and there's a couple of options in each one. So I've got these that I can play with that are a little bit on the brighter side. And then on this one, which I'm leaning towards, is more something like that. So I think I'm going to try that. If I need to brighten it, then I can. So I hope you all are doing well. My husband's taking me out to dinner tonight, so I thought I could dazzle him with this look. Okay, I'm just taking a light color to kind of go over everything. To get started. And usually when I do this, I always want to use a matte shade. I'm not adding shimmer or anything. All right. And the brown that I'm going to go with, which I think will look really nice together, is something like this. And then maybe deepen it a little bit more, but I think those two colors will go really good together. So let me get started on that. And these fantasy palettes, I can't believe how pigmented they are, but they blend so easily. Usually I really have to cut out a lot of footage of me doing my blending, and this is it. I mean, that's it. What I'm gonna now do is go in with a very bright color for the center. And so I'm gonna take this one right here. And just right there in the center. And now I'm going to go in with this blue and see what they got. And get it right up in that corner. I like that. I really do like that. I'm going to add just a touch more. Look at how pigmented. Dang. And then you just kind of tap when it hits the blue. I think what I'm going to do is go in with this one here on that corner, outer corner, and just tap that right there. It's really not showing up much. Let me go ahead and deepen it with, not even deepen it, just using still kind of the transition shades right here. Maybe this one. There we go. Okay. Now what I've got to do is go back in with that middle color and clean it up a little bit, kind of pushing a little bit more space there. What a fun way to add a, you know, like I say, just that pop of color. Because if you're gonna go, I've never actually created like an all over turquoise look. I don't know if, I don't even really have the desire to do that, but this I really, really love. And I do also, rather than having the really colorful eyeshadow in on the inner corner, I might do like the lightest and then graduate that way. So then maybe a really colorful one would be more like on this side before it goes dark to the darkest. So I've done that, but I have been having fun with this technique. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is then go in with a much darker brown like this here. And lay that in the outer corner. Okay. And that can be used even as an eyeliner. It's so dark, but I am going to use black. So there's that. And now what I want to do is take a very small blending brush and use that same brown, but kind of mix it in with maybe a little touch of a lighter brown and work that right there into the crease. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to take a slightly larger blending brush and just, without any added color, just kind of start blending, pulling it. So what I'm kind of doing is pulling the brown, the dark brown up more, but it's blended at the same time so it doesn't get too much. And now I'm going to take the transition shade, the transition brush with no more product on it and just really blend it out. All right, and then I will go in with my flat pencil brush and get a black, go in and just line halfway and then up, kind of smudging it just a little bit so it's the deepest right there in that corner. And then I'm going to finish up with doing the rest with my brow. And now I am going to go do the other eye and my eyelashes, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I am loving this eye look. I really am. Holy moly. All right, so let's get on with the concealer. I think since I am suffering from some pretty severe dryness, I am going to go in with my Dermacol, and this is a very, very brightening concealer, but it's also, it almost feels like it's got an oil base to it. So I think that would go a little bit better on my skin, because I'm almost wondering if I should even attempt to put on any foundation. I can test my photo focus, and it has been doing pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happened to it. Yesterday I didn't do anything except keep a lot of moisture on it. Lately I haven't been using my humidifier. Look at all that red. So I've got to get that started. Look at that. Oof. And if we weren't going out, I wouldn't even be messing with makeup for sure. Oh well. You do your best. But I have really learned because I've done lots of things where I think my skin can handle something and I end up paying for it pretty good. So I kind of have learned. Granted, it's taken me a half a century to learn this, but don't push it when it comes to your body and your health. That looks a little bit better. Okay. I am gonna go in. I'm gonna do it. Let's see what happens. Going in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus. Tested, tried and true. And then more than rubbing it and, you know, like buffing it, I'm kind of just pressing it in. All right, so now we are going to go back to finishing up this eye look, and there's quite a bit on the lower lid to do as well. So I am going to take that beautiful, oh, I really like that turquoise color, and just put it right here. Okay. Going right about there. And then I'm going to go in and do the same color that I did in the middle and do the middle of my lower lid. And then finally I will go in and do the darker brown. So this is the Sephora Glitter Copper. And I am just gonna line it right there. And it does have some sparkle in there, some glittery pieces. And I do like the effect. It's funny, for somebody who doesn't really care for glitter, I like it right there. It's kind of along the lines of that crying look. This is a good eyeliner to have because it kind of gives the illusion that you might have a few tears or something going going on. All right, let me just pat away anything. That does add a lot of moisture to my under eyes, which I need right now, so that's good. I'm kind of not used to that blue right there. I think you could still do this look, and I've done it with rust and purple, and I didn't mind it. I don't know if I like this or not. I'll kind of see. I'll kind of wear it and see what I think. Like I say, I kind of have pretty touchy when it comes to eyeliners closing up my eye too much. And this is a little bit on the darker side, and I did maybe carry it in a little too much. What I might end up doing, because I am going to put a light color in the very center, I might go over that with a light and see if I like it better. So I'm just kind of using my Bye Bye Pores to set my under eyes. I almost think I will go with my Luminoso. I think the peach and the blue might look nice together. So that'll be my blush. I got my butter bronzer. And then my Luminoso. I think a rose would have looked good too, but I think this will look good. Okay. And then my Master Chrome. And now let me just do a little bit of cleanup. And it's always fun to just experiment, because like I say, I saw this on Pinterest and I was like, oh, that's neat. And it's a little bit more out of the box, but you don't have to go as extreme. You can maybe just use it as inspiration and put your little spin on it so that you're comfortable with it. But you never know when something is really gonna, be something that you really like. So, all right. So now I am just going to add a touch with my highlighter right in here. And I am brightening up that a little bit. Okay. Because this look is definitely like, I'm not sure if I'm doing it as intensely as that one. So to me, that look was all about the, the inner eye. And now that I've got my lashes on and everything, I don't know if it has that big of an impact, but it definitely, you can see the blue, and that's something that's a little bit unexpected. So it's fun. And then just highlight right there. I think I am just going to use my Maybelline crayons. Somebody is scratching at the door. cannot tell me this isn't a fast application to line and basically add your color. I'm just going to put my e.l.f. lip lacquer. I think this is Love Bites. It's more of like a bronzy color, and I really like this one as well, to just go over it. And it is done. And one of the things, this isn't too dark, but one thing that I kind of have ran into is if I use too dark of a color, it really does make my lips look small. And so what I'm going to do on top, just to show you how you can kind of add that dimension, is adding a very light highlighting lip topper, just right in the center, and that kind of helps make my lips look bigger without having to do all of the lining and all of that sort of thing. And if you want to see my video on how I addressed the, if your lipstick is too dark, too bright, please check out this video where I go over all of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I've got all of the products listed in my description box below. So if you're interested in any of them, please feel free to use my links. If you click on my link and make a purchase, then within 24 hours, then I will get a small percentage for that. So I will thank you in advance for supporting my channel. Please, if you're new here, please subscribe. Click the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and I do want to thank all of my subscribers for all of the support that you have given me, because without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. So please take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.